Hello everyone, I'm Suraj Vakaria and I'll be giving you now a demo of Dynamics 365 for financials. So let's have a look at what Dynamics 365 for financial offers. As you expect from a finance system, it will be able to handle your financial management and do your accounts. On top of that, Dynamics 365 for financials is able to handle your inventory management, sales and purchasing, and project management. And there's additional capabilities that it can handle, such as multi-currencies and workflows and other functionalities. Okay, so that's basically the functionality overview. Um, but now we're going to concentrate on the usability of the functionality. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the user interface of Dynamics 365 for financials. It does adopt the role center from GP and Dynamics Nav. So if you don't know what role center is, it's a concept that is taken what the user wants to be seeing. So I'm currently logged in as a business manager, and what I'm seeing on the home screen, on the ribbon on the top, and the menus is all relevant information to what the business manager wants to be seeing. If we compare that to a sales ledger, someone working in the sales ledger, or in this case is sales order processor, what you're able to see is the sales order information associated with the sales order processor, like the menus have now changed, the home page information is all relevant to what this user wants to see. So that's basically what the role center is. Okay. Okay, now, so if we now look at the structured chartered accounts, this is obviously useful for the finance users. What you're able to do from the chart of accounts is you can drill down on the figures, but before that, I'd just like to explain as you expect from the chart of accounts, you've got the header, the subheaders, followed by the GL accounts, and then you've got the totaling, which are all formulated. And these, coming back to the figures, what you're seeing is this is basically live information that are being posted when the transactions are posted with the systems. What you can do with these is you can drill down on these figures. So let me give you a demonstration. So if I navigate to the chart of accounts, here we go, and let's just say I'll drill down on this figure here. That will bring up the underlying information that makes up that figure. From here, I can select a line and click on navigate, and that will bring up all the information regarding that particular invoice in this case, and then we can go further into to actually bringing up the underlying entries. So if I just click on show related entries, what that will do is that will bring up the actual posted sales invoice. Now you can see seamlessly you're able to navigate from the chart of accounts all the way through to the posted sales invoice. Okay, so moving on to something I want to show you is to do with scheduling some reports. This is a good feature, so I'm just going to walk you through on this example. I'm just going to be running a balance sheet report, and so I'm just going to select that. Then what we've got is an option to send to, because 365 doesn't have a print button directly, but by selecting the send to and moving on, what you're able to do is you can actually schedule reports. Now I've selected schedule here. I'm just going to click on OK, and what that does is it gives you the information on how you want to output the report, whether it's PDF, Word, Excel, and then as you can see the highlighted box, which is the time and date. Here you can specify a date and a time on a future date and time, and what that does, once it's scheduled, the report will automatically execute and arrive in your report inbox. So let's see where that is. So let's navigate to the actual application. Okay, so the actual report inbox is located on the role center. So if I just navigate down the page, what you can see is the report inbox, and once the report is scheduled and it's been executed, this is where it will be delivered, and you can just click on the report and click open, and there you go. So if there are any reports that you want to schedule, for example Monday morning you've got a few reports that you want to run off, you can schedule them beforehand and they'll be ready in your report inbox. You can extend this functionality by using a job queue, and this will be scheduled. You can do this on a weekly, monthly, whatever, any interval that you wish to run the report. So another interesting feature in Dynamics 365 is an add-on. It's an Outlook add-on, and this feature is quite one of my favorite ones myself. And what you're able to actually do is you can actually respond to a customer directly from your Outlook and without even leaving your emails. So if you take an example, I'm just going to walk through this on screen now. There is an add-on which says financials. Once you click on that, that will bring up a window, and that is actually connected to your Dynamics 365 for financials. What you're seeing there is a contact, and there is a capability where Outlook and 365 know whether the contact exists in your contact list within 365. If the contact doesn't exist, there are options where you can add the new contact. In this case, the contact does already exist and it's been assigned to the Canon Group customer. The next thing is you can see within this add-on, you can bring up the actual facts and information about the customer. So you've got the how much balance or how much business they've done in the past, age, account receivable information. Then there's the histories, and that can be all viewed within this add-on. From here you can actually just click on, depending on the type of the customer, whether it's the customer of the contact, whether it's a customer or a vendor, what you're able to do is you can actually create a sales quote, invoice, sales order, or a credit memo. Now in this example I'm going to show you the sales quote. So here we go. So selecting the customer, that's already filled in the sales header on the quote, and I'm just going to go ahead and select a item. So I'm going to select the item. What you're able to do with the item, you can still drill down and get some more details whether you have enough stock, and you can check the inventory. So all of that can be done from this add-on, and then you can review it, and then you can directly send your customer the actual sales quote in this case. And by clicking the send by email, what that does is it actually creates a PDF, a quote into a PDF format, and you have the options and ability to change the actual email template body. Okay, moving on to the next feature. This is edit in Excel. Now this is quite a unique and it's a really good feature. So if you've got a list of information where you want to update a list of customers in a mass, you can use this. You'll see this function around the application. You can kind of use it in two ways. You can either use it to export a list of information to Excel, but on top of that you can actually do what it says, edit in Excel. So you can update, delete information. One thing to note, you won't be able to amend all the fields. Some of the fields are flow fields, read only fields, so when the information is coming back into Dynamics 365, there is a validation done. So it's not just about wiping out your data or anything like that. So let's see if we can give you a demo on that. So if I move to Dynamics 365, the actual application. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open up this customer list, and I'm going to click on Edit in Excel, and then I'm just going to click all the allow and enable editing. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, so there is an error. I am expecting an error here. So let me pop that information in. Okay, so I've just entered the password. That's just retrieving the information, and that's just shortly gonna build up the list now. There we go. Okay, so all that information has just been retrieved from Dynamics 365, and what we might be able to do, we can amend some data here. It might be the price group. We might just remove some of that information there. We might want to edit the customer name. Okay, so, and then what you're able to do, you can simply click the publish button, and what that does is that's gonna upload all that information back into Dynamics 365, and all that information will be updated. So if we have a look at the customer, I'm just going to refresh that, and as you can see there, the customer name has now been updated, as you can see on screen. Now the interesting thing is, although it's a fully enabled cloud-based system, what you're able to do using the combination of Excel and Outlook, you're able to bring back some of the desktop experience using these applications. So just to bear in mind that although you're going to be working mostly using web-based, there's options where you can make life a little bit easier by using Excel and the application that you've already used to. Okay, so that's basically some of the features that I wanted to show. So thank you, and that's the end of the presentation. Thank you.